Hey guys, Chris here. Just wanted to drop a quick video and share with you a speaker enclosure that I made about 1.5 years ago. This speaker enclosure has served me well, but there's a little bit of issues with it. So I took it down off the wall, decided to strip it down or sanded it down. Now that I have some woodworking tools, I was able to get this a lot more square and looking a lot better. But that's not the reason why I took it off the wall. I took it off the wall because it replaced a dipole/bipole speaker that I had previously. That dipole/bipole speaker was triangular shaped. It was on my wall, and I would walk by it, and I'd hit my shoulder every time I'd walk by it in my home theater. So I decided, let me make some smaller enclosures. Actually, not smaller, it's the same internal dimensions, but they are taller and they are not as deep. You can see the one laying down there that it's only about 4 inches. And so I took them off the wall because they were creating this little sound. At least one of them, the one that's laying down there, was creating a sound on some of the deep bass moments in movies, such as like Dune, a movie I really like to watch. And it was bothering me. So this chuffing sound that would create was out of the port for the bass. If you look at the small hole right here, that small hole is a port for the bass sound. If you get chuffing, it'll have like right whenever you have some bass hits and things like that in movies. And so I thought, well, let me see if I can fix this. I'll plug it. So I plugged it first before I took it off the wall, made the speaker enclosure to a sealed enclosure instead of ported. And it didn't fix it. And I thought, well, I have a lot of these speakers in storage, same speaker, same woofer. Let me switch out the woofer, see if that fixes it. Did not fix it. And so that's why I took them off the wall and, sanded them down. There were a lot of leaks in the speakers. There's a plastic baffle that goes in the front of the speaker and it's held in with screws. Every screw had penetrated through the MDF. So I filled all of those holes in with toothpicks. The tweeter, where the tweeter goes, this hole right up here, that hole was open to the woofer. It is not as sealed as the woofer space is. In the original speakers, there's a backing board of MDF, but I didn't put it on these ones that I built. So I decided to put a little backer board there so we would hopefully seal in some of the sound. Now there is a little hole that I had to drill for the speaker wire. You can see that kind of odd little drilling right there. I had to drill that for the speaker wire to come through, but I have some putty, some electrician's putty that you can put over outlets and things like that. It helps with soundproofing. So I have some putty that I could put in there, and I put the putty in there, put the speaker back together, unpainted, of course. I got to paint them black again, and it worked perfectly. It sealed it up. So I'm so happy that it did that. So I decided to share these with you. I did this before I decided I was going to do woodworking a while back, and I created my own jig to create the holes for the speakers. And I also did a lot of other things in my home theater. Like I built a theater riser for second row seating. I built a false wall, and I have fabric stretched across that wall with my front speakers behind that, so it sounds like the sound is coming from the screen. I have a projection system. I have a closet that I expanded for my AV equipment and things like that. So did a lot of stuff in that home theater. I've created some other speakers as well besides these to put them in the wall, and those I did do the little backer box when I created for the tweeter. Thought I'd share this with you guys. Hopefully you find it interesting. I really enjoy this type of stuff. So anyway, you guys have a great day.